The biggest reason why you don't have a manifestation is because you are not allowing it to come to you. Let me tell you why is that so. But before that, hi, my name is Shivani. I'm a manifestation coach. I teach people how to turn their dreams into reality using their own subconscious mind. So if you're looking to book a session with me, check the description. You will find all the details that is required for you to do so. So yes, now let's start this video. See, when we talk about manifestation, some people say that manifestation is effortless, while some people you might find saying that manifestation is tough. Manifestation is not that easy. But the truth is, manifestation is very easy if you know how to do manifestation. But how does manifestation even work? See, there are two sides to manifestation. One is spiritual side and one is the scientific side. So on my channel, I talk about both. I talk about some of the spiritual side and some of the scientific side. But here in this video, I want to talk about a little bit of spiritual side for my spiritual people. So when I say that you are not allowing it to come, what do I mean by that? So when I say that you are not allowing it to come, I mean to say that you are trying to force your manifestation. Why? Because when you are trying to force your manifestation, you are indirectly telling your subconscious mind that I don't have my desire and I need to make a way to get my desire. While subconscious mind takes it as, okay, you don't have a desire, so I will give you more proof of you don't have a desire. See, your subconscious mind is just a projector. It will only project out what you think it should project out. So if you are thinking and if you are feeling, see, your subconscious mind catches two things, feelings and words. So if you are feeling most of the time that I need to work out something, if you are most of the time feeling desperate, and if you are trying to find out what could be the action that you can take to manifest your desire, that indirectly gives your subconscious mind a signal that okay, you don't have it. And that's why your subconscious mind keeps showing you more of you don't have it. That's why you should never force your manifestation. So there is a very interesting story of Neville Goddard, who was a mystic and who was a very famous spiritual teacher, as well as he was the best manifestation coach humanity has ever found, because he has made manifestation so simple that it can be understood by even a child. So there is a story about Neville Goddard where he wanted to get out of a military camp. He did not want to fight in a war and he just wanted to go to his family, and how he manifested it without any effort. So when he tried to put an effort, when he submitted his application to his, I think, boss, or the one who was in charge of accepting the leaves or accepting the discharge from the army, the person that he gave the application to rejected his plea in the first go, and he said that no, you are not allowed to leave the army at this point of time. But Neville Goddard, being Neville Goddard, he knew that if he want to get something, he do not need to apply any force. All he needs to do is he needs to just accept that he is already in Barbados. He wanted to go somewhere, he wanted to be with his family, and he just accepted in his mind and he accepted in his heart without any reason that he is right now with his family. And what that did was, he did it for almost 7 to 8 days, and after that his supervisor or whoever the person was who was in charge of accepting those leaves, he himself called him and he asked him, do you still want to go to your family and do you still want to be discharged from the army? And he said, yes, I want to. And I don't know, even Neville Goddard himself doesn't know what got into his supervisor, but he accepted his discharge and he accepted his application this time, and he was freed from army with all due respect. So you do not need to apply force to get anything. If you are a conscious creator, if you are a conscious, deliberate manifestor, all you need to do is you need to think in your mind as if you already have your desire, and everything that needs to conspire to get you to your desire will happen. But what we as human beings do, we as human beings are very logical, and we can't conceive of this idea that we can just simply get anything by thinking of it in our mind as already done. We keep thinking in our mind that if I'll think that I already have my desire, when will I take the action? The thing is, successful manifestors, the successful deliberate manifestors do not take forced action. They take inspired action. And this is a very prominent difference between a deliberate conscious creator and a person who is just starting out, or a person who doesn't know manifestation at that level. So when I started out with manifestation, I also wanted to apply force, but I also knew that I do not need to apply any force to get my desire. So when I was manifesting permanent work from home in Accenture, I knew I did not need to apply any force. I did not need to take any action. All I did was I took inspired action, and then the reality conspired to give me my desire. So I just had to say to my boss that, okay, I need permanent work from home because there is some emergency, there is some medical emergency in my home. And that was actually the case. I got so worried of the person who got the medical, problem that I don't know what happened to me, but I just quickly texted my boss that I want to get the permanent work from home, and if I did not get the permanent work from home, I might leave the company. And he said, don't leave the company, don't take decision in hurry, let me talk to my supervisor. So he talked to his manager talked to his manager, and then his manager talked to his manager. Obviously the whole hierarchy needs to be followed, so everyone talked with each other, and then finally in November I got my permanent work from home. So in Accenture, when I got back to office, I had already done a lot of months of work from home, and company was calling back from home to their office to work from the location. But I was the only one who got permanent work from home because I manifested it. I deliberately manifested it, and I did not apply any force. All I did was I took inspired action, I did some manifestation techniques, and that's how I manifested my permanent work from home, which was impossible at that time. But yes, I did it because manifestation starts where logic fails. So that's why I keep saying to everyone who wants to manifest their desire that you do not need to force anything. You need to detach. Detach means you need to detach from this idea. When is it going to come? How is it going to come? When is it going to happen? You need to detach yourself from this idea because you already have it, and then you need to take inspired action. So what happens is, let me just give you some of the process. So what happens is, when you assume something in your mind and your subconscious mind starts to accept it, or it accepts it, not just starts to, it just accepts it as your reality, what happens is your subconscious mind will give you some ideas, and you need to be very observant of what your subconscious mind is saying to you. And you know what, the beauty with inspired action is you do not even know that you are taking inspired action. Most of the times, not most of the times, all the time, you will never ever know that you are taking inspired action until and unless you just connect the dots backwards. This is the beauty of inspired action. If you're just planning that, okay, I would do this, then it might turn out to be my inspired action. That is not an inspired action, because inspired action is something that you take without even knowing that you are taking an inspired action, because that is so frequent, that is so random, that is so quick. You just can know that it was an inspired action when you will connect the dots backwards. So that's why I keep saying that allow your manifestation to come to you, because you just need to allow yourself to get into the state of wish fulfilled, and then the work is done. Like literally the 90% of the work is done, and if you are required to take any action, you will take an action. But if you are not required to take an action, you will just get your desire sitting at just one place. It's that simple. It is that quick. It is that, magical. So sometimes manifestation can feel like magic, because sometimes it is like magic. The circumstances can be so bad, but you can get out of those situations. You can simply get out of those circumstances by getting into the state of wish fulfilled. Most of the time, people do not allow themselves to feel the state of the wish fulfilled. And even if they try, they are not able to feel the state of the wish fulfilled. Why? Because they are not using their full potential of visualization to the core. Like, you need to use the visualization method to the core, because your visualization is so powerful, so freaking powerful, that your mind doesn't even know the difference between what is real and what is not. So it would take a visualization scene just like how it would take a real event, and then it would start to give you the ideas, the icks, the feelings of the wish fulfilled. And that is the beauty of your own brain. Your own brain is so powerful that you do not even need to lift a single finger if you have just conceived this idea that I already have my desire. All you need to do is just assume the state of wish fulfilled with utmost faith, and you will see your reality shifting. This is very powerful, and you need to realize and you need to accept it to your core that my thoughts create my reality. And I'm not even saying it just for the sake of saying it. I'm saying it because I know your thoughts create your reality. My thoughts are creating my reality. Your thoughts are creating your reality. And you are the literal core of your reality. How can you lose when you are the literal core of your reality? God never loses. So just understand this one thing, that you are the god of your reality. You are the operant power, and in your reality you will decide what will happen. You will decide that how your reality will turn out to be, and you do not need to apply any force. All you need to do is just allow yourself to feel the state of the wish fulfilled, and just see, what is my mind saying right now? What is my mind asking me to do something? Is my mind asking me to take any action? If yes, just take that action. But most of the times you will not wait for your mind to give you an answer. You will just simply take an action, and that is an inspired action. And yes, inspired action can be bad and it can be good depending on which state you are dominantly in. So if you are in state of lack, you probably will take inspired action for worsening your situation. But if you are in a state of wish fulfilled, you might probably take an action to take an inspired action. You can work on an idea given by your subconscious mind to improve your situation. It just depends on you. You can take action and you will be inspired to take an action which will be good or bad based on the state that you are in. So if you are in a dominant state of negativity, if you are in a dominant state of desperation, the chances are you will take inspired action that will worsen your situation. But if you are in an state where you are dominantly happy or dominantly satisfied or dominantly content or dominantly in the state of wish fulfilled, chances are either you won't take any action or you will take inspired action which will lead you to your desire. And if you don't have to play a part in your desire or in your manifestation, you will not take any action. It just depends on situation to situation. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, you know the drill. Like, share and subscribe. And if you want to book a session with me, check the description. You will find all the details that are required for you to do so. And if you are from India and you can understand Hindi, you can simply buy the Manifest Your SP Unapologetically course, which is in Hindi and which is a much cheaper option to one-on-one coaching. So yes, that depends on you. Okay, so yes, if you like this video, you know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye, take care.